Anger at FSG grows after yet another catastrophic transfer failure. Kvaratskhelia joins PSG instead of Liverpool. The announcement that Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, the highly coveted 23-year-old Georgian winger, is now a Paris Saint-Germain PSG player, has left many Liverpool fans shaking their heads in frustration. Kvaratskhelia, known as Kvaradona in his homeland for his explosive performances at Napoli, had made no secret of his unhappiness with the contract situation at the Italian club. With his value peaking, Napoli decided to cash in, and PSG were quick to swoop in, agreeing on a transfer fee reportedly worth 70 million, 59 million. This deal has sent shockwaves through the footballing world, especially at Liverpool, where Kvaratskhelia had been linked with a potential move to Anfield. Only a few days prior, transfer insider David Ornstein had reported that Liverpool were keen on securing the signature of the Georgian winger. According to Ornstein, the Reds were hoping to take advantage of Napoli's indecision over Kvaratskelia's future and lure him to Merseyside during the January transfer window. But as events unfolded, PSG quickly emerged as the frontrunners for the player, and it didn't take long for the Parisians to complete the deal. The move has left many wondering, why did Liverpool even make their interest public if they never truly had a chance at signing him? The answer to that question is frustratingly elusive, but it highlights a deeper issue with how Liverpool's transfer business is being handled under Fenway Sports Group, FSG. The reality is that Liverpool fans have seen this all too often. The club is linked with a player. Talks are reported to be underway only for the deal to fall through, leaving fans disappointed and confused. In this case, the narrative surrounding Kvaratskhelia was no different, and it raises significant questions about the club's ambitions and its ability to compete in the transfer market. A familiar pattern of false hope. Let's start by examining how this whole saga unfolded. A little over a week ago, transfer expert David Ornstein reported that Liverpool were targeting Kvaratskhelia in January, seemingly in response to Napoli's ongoing contractual issues with the winger. The club's intention was clear: capitalize on Napoli's indecision, which had been made evident by Kvaratskelia's dissatisfaction with his deal. The suggestion was that Liverpool might try to swoop in and secure the talented forward for a reasonable fee, given the uncertain nature of his future. However, despite these early reports, it was clear from the outset that PSG were always the likely destination for Kvaratskhelia. From the moment news broke that he wanted to leave Napoli, the move to Paris seemed inevitable. PSG's financial clout and the allure of playing alongside superstars like Kylian Mbappé and Neymar were always going to be more appealing than a move to Liverpool, especially when the Red season has been far from convincing. What's more, Liverpool's failure to match PSG's ambitious offer meant that the Parisians could move quickly, wrapping up a deal before Liverpool could even formulate a real plan. This has become a concerning pattern for Liverpool fans. The club often generates excitement by linking themselves to high-profile players, but more often than not, those transfers fail to materialize, and this leads to an understandable feeling of frustration among supporters. The question on everyone's mind now is, why did Liverpool bother to make it known that they were interested in Kvaratskhelia if they were never serious about completing the deal? A game of smoke and mirrors? One possible explanation for the situation is that Liverpool may have been attempting to deflect attention from other issues surrounding the club. Over the past few weeks, there has been a growing concern among fans regarding contract negotiations for key players such as Mohamed Salahh, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Virgil van Dijk. These players are yet to sign new contracts, with speculation swirling about their potential departures. Amidst such uncertainty, Liverpool could have used the Kvaratskhelia link as a distraction, a way to create some positive headlines during a time when the club's future seemed more precarious than ever. Another theory is that Liverpool was simply trying to convey ambition to the fan base. By publicly expressing interest in Kvaratskhelia, the club might have been aiming to show that they were at least trying to improve the squad, even if they were ultimately unable to meet Napoli's demands or match PSG's financial power. In this sense, Liverpool could present themselves as a club that was in the race, even if the odds of winning were slim. This, however, only adds fuel to the fire of the monitoring FC narrative, a recurring theme in recent transfer windows. The Quichua term monitoring FC has been used frequently by frustrated Liverpool fans to describe the club's transfer strategy, which often involves linking themselves to multiple players without ever making a serious push to sign them. The result? There's a string of half-hearted attempts that ultimately fail to materialize. For fans, this ongoing cycle of "we're interested" followed by "actually we're not" has become tiresome and demoralizing. Squad depth and the real reason behind the missed opportunity. Another factor that complicates the Kvaratskhelia situation is Liverpool's current squad depth. The winger's primary position is on the left-hand side, which is already well stocked with players like Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, and even Darwin Núñez, who can play there when needed. The right wing, where Liverpool has been more in need of reinforcement, is currently occupied by Mohamed Salahh, with few viable alternatives on the horizon. This imbalance raises the question of why Liverpool would pursue Kvaratskhelia when they already have sufficient options on the left side, particularly when such a transfer would require a major outlay and potential departures from the squad. It's also worth noting that January is a notoriously difficult window in which to conduct business, and Liverpool's inability to complete the deal is not surprising given their reluctance to make major moves mid-season. The club has often been conservative in the transfer market, preferring to wait until the summer to make substantial changes. This cautious approach, while understandable to a degree, has now left Liverpool trailing behind rivals like Manchester City, who have been more proactive in securing new talent. To make matters worse, Arsenal's recent acquisition of Martin Zubimendi and Manchester City's moves in the market have further exposed Liverpool's inactivity and inability to land. Top targets. Time to change the narrative. So what is the conclusion from this latest transfer disappointment? It is clear that Liverpool fans are fed up with the constant cycle of disappointment, false hope, and missed opportunities. They want more than just monitoring players. They want the club to be proactive, ambitious, and successful in the transfer market. If Liverpool are serious about competing at the highest level, they need to stop talking about potential signings and start making them a reality. The question now is whether FSG will take the necessary steps to change their approach. Will they begin to back Jurgen Klopp with the resources needed to strengthen the squad, or will they continue to operate in the shadows while other clubs like PSG and Manchester City swoop in and secure the players that Liverpool should be targeting? In the end, it's not just about signing players, it's about showing the ambition and determination to truly challenge for the biggest trophies. Fans have been patient, but their patience is wearing thin. The time for talk is over. It's time for action.